Hey guys, cool by the way back. I'm Rick.
Eric.
Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
We are back with One Piece, where we are leaving the Baratier and
Finally!
I would say to adventures unknown, but I think we have a pretty good idea. We're going to track down Nami.
We've been at this restaurant for a long time.
Like half the show so far.
Comparatively to like what else has happened,
Yeah.
I feel like there was like this and this and this, and then there's like a lot of restaurant.
Like the island
restaurant
was-
stuff has been really crazy.
If the food was that good, I would never leave.
It all moved too fast.
I'll move too fast.
Damn.
But
Like, imagine Luffy's willpower.
our boat sailed away though, like episodes ago.
Did?
Yeah.
You know, it's somewhere else.
Yeah.
We had someone following it.
It's at another place where there's like
You know how hard it is to follow just a random boat in the ocean.
evil castle.
One of the people following came
things.
swimming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They've
if we're
been
gonna-
gone so long they got lost and came back.
And Zoro's one of them going for it. You know.
Yeah.
And very injured is Zoro.
Oh man, yeah.
Sanji says he'll come back someday to the restaurant.
To the Baratier.
We are leaving, so.
We are.
I don't know what it is about this opening. I want to eat cereal. Don't you want to eat cereal?
Yeah.
Aaron,
Sits like 2
Saturday
feet away from the
morning.
TV.
Yeah. No, I never liked that. I would sit like midway.
Midway?
Not like all the way up against it, not back at the couch. I would sit like midway.
Have my straw hat, my fishing pole.
Like Gon and Luffy.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Look at that.
Fly fish.
Is it that way? Or maybe this way? That way? Over here?
Nami, I could just sit around all day and think about how beautiful she is.
You're way too naive and way too young! Don't you get it? Don't you realize every second that passes brings us closer to the infamous Arlong?
He's also very stressed.
He seems very stressed about Arlong.
I'm telling you, Nami's planning on taking down Arlong and then collecting the 20 million buried bounty.
I don't think she can take him on very well.
So who is he?
Yeah.
Reminds me of Connie.
Sure, yeah. AOT.
Listen up!
What was the whistle?
Arlong
class.
is a fishman who used to destroy everything in his path.
Fishman. I wondered why I said fishman.
I've heard that the females on Fishmen Island are some of the most beautiful creatures in the world to behold.
Gotcha. So this is Brock.
The first of the powers are known as the 7 Warlords of the sea.
7 warlords.
The government looks the other way in exchange for a cut of their treasure, and they're allowed to exist. Of course, to other pirates, they're just government dogs.
Are those real silhouettes or just.
The man who
But
defeated
they're
Zoro
real-ish.
is one of these warlords. His name is Hawkeye Mihawk.
That's so cool!
The first among the warlords, at least first you should know about, is Jinbei, captain of the Fishmen. He is dangerous like no one you've ever known. Arlong has taken control of over 20 towns since coming to the East Blue.
So why do you think Nami would go after this guy all by herself, huh?
I told you already, she wants to collect the bounty on his head.
No. I don't think so. Not by herself.
Tear that thing up or die!
The hair is pretty good.
What I've said to you?
So I'm thinking like family or love interest or something like that.
We get it!
What are you in the mood for?
I want meat right off the bone!
I want salty bean sprouts!
Okay, leave it to me.
What do we have?
Bring me meat! Lots of meat!
Sprouts! I want bean sprouts! Bean!
It took a lot from the restaurant.
Yeah. Hopefully they have enough to keep up with the hunger.
I'm thinking more of like, it's her dad or something. Like, I don't think she came here alone to defeat an evil, terrible pirate, you know?
There it is. My hometown.
Arlong Park is her hometown? Dang, man. It wasn't really a nose. I hate that guy over there more.
Don't thank me, thank money. It's the only thing you can count on in this world. It's more reliable than people, that's for sure.
I don't know what's with that guy. I don't think I love it.
Hey, the captain is leaving. Escort him back to his ship. Yes, sir.
Jeez, man.
The boat's back that way. Whoa. Hey, Hachi, watch your mouth now. The captain's our honored guest. Oh, right. Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
It's like Octopus Rick or something.
Dude, it's so cool.
She had that sticker in her. Where?
Yeah, it breaks down. It's like it's awesome. Telescopes, I guess. I don't know.
I haven't seen you around here for quite a while. So, how did you do this time?
Who are you talking to?
Listen up, everybody! Nami's finally returned! Time for a party!
Is she a fish girl?
Is that why her legs are so long?
I don't
It's
know.
how Luffy drew them.
Maybe.
Sanji was imagining her, so maybe.
Because of a character in something else that was a fish person named Nami, it makes me think that she's a fish person.
Oh. What could that possibly be, Aaron?
It was League of Legends.
Alright, we're here. Let's
It's just these two, right?
walk ahead.
No.
Oh, Usopp,
Usopp.
that's right. He's doing a one sword now.
Let's attack.
What? Wait, what? Zora.
You idiot! We know nothing about this place! Yeah, these guys are the Fishmen! We need some kind of plan to do that!
Let's go!
Bonk on the head.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Mutiny sometimes is the correct answer.
The Going Merry, it's right over there! Then she has to be on the island somewhere.
How pissed he is.
Untie me, damn it!
Zoro, you're hurt way too bad to be of any help when we go ashore. Just sit tight and relax.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Thank you.
What is it? What'd you see?
You're on a boat. I'm sure they'll see you. You can't hide when you're on a boat. The little guy in the middle reminded me of a D&D or a Dragon Ball character. I can't think of who it is.
We could just say we couldn't find her.
Oh my gosh!
Now, morons, come on! Never seen that boat before.
King Kai.
King Kai? Is that what it is? The planet, right?
Yep.
I just saw
I see it.
shorter and pink. I was like,
Yeah.
"What?"
Well, what?
Wow.
You gonna try to outswim Fishmen?
I think we should take him to Arlong.
Forgive me, Zoro. I will tell Luffy that you were courageous to the
Jeez.
Now let's find some land.
Right. Jeez, man.
They recover quick.
Oh, the village.
Everything is on its roof.
Reminds me of like Buggy's big.
Sure.
Everything's upside down.
Oh, it's upside down too. Dang.
Yeah, all the buildings are flipped upside down.
Human beings by a very wide margin.
That's so strong.
Yeah.
Maybe, but even the street's upside down.
The street is a
Monster Momoo caused this destruction. You were with that guy from the boat!
I'm a very fast runner. I'm a beautiful gazelle. Oh, God. What the heck?
God, you stupid fish man! Honestly, how many times do I have to tell you, Combo, you do not mess with the Fishmen?
Take this. It's my special attack. Let's start.
Man, everybody has a bonking hammer.
Everyone has a
Yep.
broken hammer.
Yep. Seems like
Come on, tough
good
guy.
opportunities to have
Right on his
bonking
face.
hammers with how dangerous the fishmen are.
What's wrong?
Gosh, that was good.
Meat on the bone.
That would
Dude, the
take
chimney
forever.
on the mast is so cool.
Is that monster Momoo?
I'm
Look at
gonna
that.
say that there's definitely a moo in there.
It's drooling underwater.
It's like a cow Nessie.
It's like a cow manatee or something.
Yeah, it is
you
like
know?
a manatee.
That's just a whole pig. Oh my goodness. He's so octorocty. What's he after? Oh no!
He smells a meal.
Oh no!
Meat off the bone.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yummy! Thank you!
So I like to eat rice
I
too.
don't care about you guys. I'm just practicing for the evening. I get to make dinner for Nami and myself.
Hey, that's mine!
You just ate the other one.
Give it back!
Taking a bite. I'm gonna spit on it.
You're gonna make me spill my wine! Honestly, I don't know why I even bothered to give them.
Jesus.
He's a lot bigger than I
What?
thought he was.
No fucking
He's
way.
a lot bigger than I thought he was.
You flipped
The
the town.
creatures in the intro are bigger than that.
I didn't think he was that big. He's a big manatee.
Oh, the huge manatee.
Like I said before, I'm looking for a girl, you half-fish bastard. Wow. I don't know if this will make any sense to that puny brain rolling around in your head, but fishmen are the lords of all creatures. You are a very special human, our greatest navigator, and a valued member of this crew. You always have been. Why did he call you his navigator, Nami? You can't honestly expect me to believe you work for him. All along, I thought you couldn't stand pirates.
You thought wrong. It was all an act. And you bought the whole show.
She got a tattoo.
I'm a pirate, plain and simple. And a navigator for Arlong.
Jesus.
What is
This
this?
is new. Man, that new outro was awesome, but it gave me existential dread that the opening might change at some point.
They can change this.
And
If they change the opening.
And I legitimately like halfway through the song was like, oh fuck, I might go crazy. I'll go nuts if I have the interchange. Oh no.
I do like that ending song.
Yeah, it's good.
It's not bad. It's just not great.
Jesus, Calvin. That's good.
It's not in my top 10.
It's very ordinary.
That Moomoo's not so ordinary though.
No, he's quite unordinary. So are all the fishmen, really.
Yeah, so they're fishmen. They can breathe on land and water. They're much
Very-
more resilient. than
Very
humans.
strong.
They seem like Atlanteans.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, stronger, tougher, swim, good, breathe, faster.
They can pick up houses and flip them.
Well, that was
the normal
that
way you
was
flip.
that was the big Momoo guy.
The Momoo.
Momoo, yes.
But they do command
they do command Momoo,
Momoo.
which is worrying.
Do they command Momoo? Didn't somebody have very good control? He just went somewhere. He
Release the Kraken!
He didn't show up for dinner.
Well, they wanted him to destroy that town,
And he did.
and he did.
Yeah, but you just put some pig on the other side of it. You know, that's controlling him.
I suppose.
Guess so.
Big.
Yeah. I just every time we saw a new Fishman, I was like, holy shit. They did such a good job in the live action. This is what I keep doing.
Yep,
But,
they do good.
The designs are just so nuts, like in a really good way for me. Every time you see a new character in One Piece, you never feel like, oh, he's kind of like this guy from this show. You know, they always feel so unique.
To that one guy.
Which one?
I was like, oh man, he kind of looks like that one guy from Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I was like, dang it, what's his name? I was like, from the Little Planet.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Goku. King Kai. Yeah.
He definitely has the face shape.
Well, yeah, he has the little glasses.
Yeah.
It's something about him just made me think of like that guy. What was his name? Was it Kami? It wasn't Kami. What was it?
But I think we see like tributes to a lot of different shows in some of the designs
Yeah.
for some of the minor characters.
Man, I need a bonk hammer.
Apparently, everyone has
Everybody has a bonk hammer. I've been walking around for 38 years without one.
Everybody had one.
I guess so. Chop.
one. It was definitely the right move to stop Zoro.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was a terrible idea. Plus, he's injured, all wrapped up. They went like this to him, and he's like, ugh, you know, like
His ego took a huge shock in that fight against one of the 7 warlords of the sea.
Yes.
7 warlords of the sea.
Mihawk. But yeah, he really wants to get out there and prove himself again. But yeah, I saw the other 7 Sea Lords or whatever, and I was looking at their silhouettes. I'm like, they look cool, but sometimes anime do that thing where it's like, this is what they look like, but when you really see them, they look completely different.
Sure. They do like a really detailed splash picture,
Yeah.
but then like in normal things, they're just like they have no eyes. You know.
Like when Trunks told Goku about the androids, and they're like these like weird like gelatinous things that like fight and can like stretch their arms, and they look very scary, but then they're just 2 teenagers,
Yeah.
With attitude.
So who's describing what their power felt like, not what they look like?
Sure.
I just wonder if that goes the same with the Warlords, or if they'll, I don't know. A couple of them I felt like looked similar. Either 2 of them looked similar, or they showed the same one twice in that one shot where they were like, coming in and off.
And they are authorized pirates by the government.
Mm-hmm.
So they split some of their revenue in order to act with impunity.
Yeah. I wonder if that's just like what else are we gonna do? You know, they can't stop them. So yeah, they're working with us. I don't know.
Privateers.
Yeah,
right?
privateers, sure.
Yeah, like what can the Marines do against them?
Which we did have a Marine here with Arlong. Nazumi.
Nazumi. Yep.
He doesn't seem like he likes the Fishmen, but he certainly likes what the deal is doing, I suppose.
Money.
Both sides seem to be racist against one another.
Yeah.
Like Arlong doesn't seem to think much about humans, and Nezumi doesn't think much about fishmen.
So they have Nami on their pirate team.
Yep. She's got the tattoo. Called her his navigator.
Yep.
Valued member of the crew. Should be up a little kid. Bam.
With her
But also-
with her titty staff.
Paid him very handsomely for getting beat up.
That's true.
For the murder of his father.
I don't know.
She didn't murder him. Probably.
Something's fishy, and it's not just fishmen. So,
Yeah.
you know, like that little guy's her nephew. He doesn't recognize her because she's been gone for so long. He was a little kid. Her dad was killed. That blue-haired girl kind of reminded me a little bit of Nami. You know, like just that's her village. I'm assuming that's her village. It's like the village, and they went over to that. So like she's came into this to try to kill him, but you got to befriend him so you can stab him in the back, or poison his meal.
Or conk him with a hammer.
Maybe, yeah. I haven't seen her with a hammer yet, but she might have one. She got that stick in her.
So it like folds out, right?
I guess.
Because when she was putting it away, there was like 3 sticks, and then the next shot, she just had 1 long stick.
Yeah, I thought she pulled out like 3 sticks and made like a Wolverine claw out of them and hit the kid with them.
It did look
And then
like she
had
grabbed them between her fingers. Like,
Yeah, I was like, what
like
the heck was
this.
that? And then she just had a stick. I'm like, where the hell did that come from?
no, it's like a
A blind person
Yeah.
stick.
I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, like a red tip cane. How it's like, you know, you elastic and pull, or you can just like, whoosh, and it's a stick.
I have seen the self-defense stabs that you can buy. They're like this big, but when you do like a thing, they like extend out like.
Oh, they're
But they're
the
so-
trick ones.
Yeah.
They're
there's-
just for like magicians and stuff like that.
I was like, oh, that's cool, but yeah, I was in the comments. I'm like, these break if you hit anything with them.
Just for intimidation.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I mean, you. Huh.
Right.
Come on. And you're like, that's okay. Yeah,
Have you ever seen the anti-theft briefcase? It was a thing made in like the
Yes.
50s.
I
And
have.
it's this briefcase that if someone tries to steal it, you can activate like on it, and these giant telephone pole like things come out of it, and wherever you are, they just get stuck there, and you can't move it.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It also
But
clamps
it,
onto your hand.
it comes off like a shotgun.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It clamps onto your
Kinda reminds me
hand
of
and expands to where you can't get it in a car.
Yeah.
You can't go through a doorway.
So it's like a
And
dog
you're
with a
just
big
stuck
stick.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're like in
Exactly.
an alleyway and you're running through it and it goes off, it'll just like stick into the alleyway. You know, it's nuts, but it's really fun design.
Which ways do they go?
What do you mean?
Well, I imagine they
If I'm
run
holding
within.
a briefcase like this, is it going that way and that way?
Yeah.
Well, it goes like
You have to.
I think a little bit of it goes like up to the side. I think there's 4 of them.
Oh,
Either
okay.
way, it doesn't really matter too much. I'll show you guys later.
I was gonna say if I have it and it just goes that way and that way, like I can go through a door.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just hard.
I think it
I
goes
think they come out
in
like-
like cardinal directions. So like if
Like
it's
a compass
if
rose.
it's like this, it has one that comes out here, one that comes out here, one that comes out down, and then one that comes out there, kind of thing.
You won't be escaping quickly.
And you will be hitting people on the back of the head and back of the knees, and
Sounds like something that should be in a James Bond movie.
Right? It does feel kind of look like that.
I just take one that when they put in the lock, if it's not right, it electrocutes them to death.
To death?
To death.
You can't do that.
What? They shouldn't have been opening it.
But it's not a death sentence.
Well, if I have an electric fence, don't touch my fence. Don't
trespassing also isn't a death sentence.
touching shit ain't yours, okay? That's all I'm saying.
I actually quite like the little team up of Johnny and Usopp.
Yeah.
I think they're really funny.
Like,
Forgive me, Zoro. I will tell Luffy you were courageous until the very end.
it was probably the right move. Because what else are they going to do?
What are they gonna do?
They knocked him out
Yeah.
But
and then
And
left
then
it
him
is
abandoned
hilarious that they abandoned him.
by the enemy.
But I think it's because Usopp trusts him to take care of himself,
Yeah.
whereas he was ready to protect those other people.
He was tied up. They could have just eaten his head or something, you know? Like, I don't know what fishmen do. But like, he was just tied up, can't move, can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, What do you mean take care of himself though? He was just. What if they just?
Yeah, what if they just...
Well, if he's already tied up, though, he's not fighting back. Like, if he had fought back, he might have gotten into some real trouble and gotten his head.
Sure, by their rule of, like, don't mess with the fishmen, otherwise they cause destruction and death and everything like
Yeah,
that.
so if he's already packaged up, like, well, I might as well bring him to the boss and see what the boss says.
But at least then he could make the choice of whether to be captured or not.
He didn't seem like he was in the surrendering mood.
What if he wanted to swim?
What if he wanted to die in battle? That's his choice. And they deprived him of that. It's false imprisonment.
Maybe so.
And kidnapping.
So Arlong,
It's definitely kidnapping.
in theory,
Mm-hmm.
should be as strong as Mihawk. Like in a general theory sense.
Like
right?
one Akatsuki is as strong as another Akatsuki.
Yeah, like one of those kind of
He's
things,
not
right?
in charge of the fishmen. There's someone else.
He said Jinbei was captain of the Fishmen.
Yeah. So I would assume
Oh,
Jinbei is
Arlong's
stronger.
not one of the warlords?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Oh. I wrote Jinbei, Mihawk, and Arlong.
Yeah. They
No,
said
so-
that there are like 3 powers. One of them is the 7 warlords.
Yeah, so Arlong and 2 other powers, one of which I believe is the 7 warlords of the sea,
Yeah.
rule the Grand Line.
Okay.
I believe is how it works.
But yeah, he's not one of the 7. Mihawk is, but
Okay, but then I'm not as worried then.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh man, he's going to be as strong as Mihawk then? He's one of the warlords, but if he's not, then get Luffy here,
Like,
Sanji.
But if he
Zoro.
is as powerful as the group of guys that includes Mihawk, like as an equal ruling member, that says maybe not good things.
Like, Krieg couldn't handle it on the Grand Line, and Arlong can. So he's at least
Stronger
more
than
powerful than
Krieg.
Krieg.
My concern was him being stronger than,
Mihawk,
as strong as Mihawk.
yeah.
That was my
would be a
concern.
concern.
I mean, he exists in the same sea that Mihawk does, so...
Yeah, but so does Luffy. So does Zoro. You know, like, existing in the
mean,
same sea
well,
doesn't matter. as
no,
much.
no,
Mihawk
no.
without a boat might not be the most terrifying thing in the ocean, but
It could be.
Well, I think here in the ocean, anyone without a boat is not that terrifying either, you know?
would be
But,
he's a fishman.
He's gonna get tired. But he can breathe.
Luffy also hasn't been to the Grand Line.
Sure.
The only reason Mihawk was after Krieg in the first place was because he was in the Grand Line.
Yeah.
Just it was scary seeing those fishmen pirates just like jump onto your boat.
Yeah.
You know? They can just board you so quickly. They don't need to do all the crazy pirate stuff to just take everything from
And-
you and eat you.
And it's a bad matchup for Luffy because they can fight underwater and Luffy can't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You know?
I would stay on the island. I would stay there.
I wouldn't be dangling off the front of the ship sleeping.
Yeah, that's just waiting, begging for your ankle to be yanked underwater.
Ugh.
From a Momoo.
Yeah.
I mean, just ships on their own, like, move a lot, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
they do.
But maybe his rubber body kind of just, like, fits around it.
Do you think he's
You know?
sticky?
Yeah, I would tie myself.
I don't think he's sticky.
I don't think you need to tie yourself if you're, like, kind of draped over it. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't trust myself.
Rubber has very good traction.
Yeah. If
So,
you,
like, he's probably not very
you know, like,
slippery.
if I had a rubber band and I set the rubber band here, it would be like, you know? And, like, wiggling it, it's just going to be like,
Yeah,
Wait.
but like if something happens crazy, they could fall off. But if you tied it, it'd be stay on there even more.
yeah, but he's alive. So if something happens crazy, he's going to respond. It's like the idea of, like, hey, you can't stand there. That's a fire exit. I'm like, if there's a fire, I'm leaving. You know? Like, I'm not going to be in the way.
Sure.
Like, I'm not a bookcase. Cabo. That was the kid
Cabo's a kid. His
that
dad
wants
is
the
killed.
vengeance.
Yep.
For his-
We have
and then they also said like one person wronged the fishmen. They destroyed the whole village.
That's what they said.
Is the wrong? Did they specify that it was Cabo's dad that
They
wronged
did
him?
not specify.
Just he
it,
died
no.
in the aftermath, maybe, or something.
Like,
I mean, any one of those buildings that flipped over could have.
How did they flip over?
It was.
you ever been to Myrtle Beach? Ripley's Believe It or Not building is flipped over.
That's
Probably something
Momo.
they
similar to
built
that.
it that way, Eric.
Momoo flipped
No, they
over.
built a regular
Yeah, but,
building, then they flipped it.
It's probably either like a giant wave or.
They
like,
said he said the road was upside down. What does that mean?
well, he was asking whether or not. He was like, I wonder if the street is upside down.
Oh, was it a question?
Yeah.
Not okay. I was like, even the street's upside down. I was like, how does he know? What does that mean?
Flipped it to the cool side.
Because, yeah, like,
It's not a pillow.
I can't remember who it is, but there's a summon in Final Fantasy VII that just straight up, like, takes a bit of earth and flips it upside down.
Fuck, it's Flipindo.
So, like, is that what happened here?
Flipendo.
Flipindo.
Flipendo.
Flip. Guys, thanks so much for watching One Piece with us. We will be back next week with another episode to see how long Arlong is a menace. But if you want to see more right now, make sure you go to blindwave.com where you can go beyond and get early access, where we are also watching 2 episodes every week at blindwave.com. So go check out blindwave.com.